Hi there, I spent the last 2 years making a shadow fangame on Dreams.
I may not have footage,
But I can definitely recreate the process. But wait, you're probably wondering why. Obviously because I am a bit insane, but it's totally fine. How about we actually get started now? Let's go to the shapes, since we need a cube for the ground. Okay, let's scale it up a bit, make it thick, and then, yeah, now it's black. Anyways, we should start with the model. I mean, it's the most important thing, like, ever, so... Bro, I've been using Dream since 2021. Anywho, guys, we gotta go to the shapes again. Let's grab a sphere, make it black, plop that shit down. Now for the spines, we can use whatever it's called. Look how nice it looks. Maybe I should reconsider my life choices. I'm sure with some editing I can make it look better. I mean, come on, it can't be that bad. Oh my god, what have I done? I promise it doesn't get any worse than this. Oh no.
No, don't show that. No. Not again. No. Please.
Enough of that. I can't give up now. I haven't even started. I must push through. There's no other way to create my dream game. Anyways, I took a model of the Dreamverse, edited it a bit to my liking.
It's just borrowing.
Now of course, we gotta animate it to look all nice and shiny. So let me cook up some nice lighting for our boy to show off. Because, remember kids, nice lighting makes or breaks everything.
Now pick this.
Truly got here. I know, you don't have to clap.
I'm having my jigsaw.
Isn't it wonderful? I did all this logic with the snap of my
Frick! I forgot the homing attack.
Isn't it wonderful? I did all this with the snap of my fingers. You can jump around, ride the waves, fight some black man. There's also chaos spear and healing.
You can also beat up dogs, but I forgot the footage. Oops.
You even have a special attack or two. You can fly around, like the angel you are. You may also push a box, float. Now let's add some extra. For my Bloodborne fans, you get to be stuck on PlayStation in new exciting ways. Look, even the checkpoint changed into a lamb. How cute. This makes your attacks weaker. And your healing worse. And to spice it all up, you got Super Shadow, even though it makes no sense lore-wise. Alright, upgrade. You can't have a game like this without upgrade. Each thing you level up may give you a new ability. How cute! Now that we have our controller ready, it's time for level design. How does one even make levels? Easy, let me show you. First, you got a cube. Next, you make it green. Why? Because green is the color of grass. Now you go to sculpting mode, set the flag type to grass. Then you grab a sphere, because spheres are really nice. Then you make it blend. You plop one down, you plop the second. What a nice little mountain. Anyways, as you can see, I can't model for shit. What is that? Huh? Do not touch. AM Sirius. I mean, it has a button that says on level. I must click it. It's not like there is anyone here to stop me. Do my eyes deceive me? It actually worked! Oh, it's so nice here. Is that Shadow? Not gonna lie, I don't like the way you're looking at me! By the way, how did you even make it here, bro? I guess you just found your way to me, huh? Wait, no, not again! Oh my god! Thanks, he may not be okay. Whatever, he can tweak out all he wants as long as I got my brand new level. Well, levels worked out great. Let's get some bosses cooking, shall we? And I have a perfect idea who to start with. Look at this little fox lying down on the ground. Not suspecting anything. But I am here. I'll grab your head. Oh great, now he's emo. What's next? Is he gonna transform into a giant man-eating fox? Pew. Was you joking? Well, that was something. Anyways, music time! Now, you're probably wondering, how did I make such a banger soundtrack for this game? Well, it all starts with banger drums, in this case, old home drums, because he is the GOAT. I'll just set something up for the kick first. It's very useful, trust me. Now, let's make sure the kick is actually using the output. That's something I mentioned is called sidechaining or something, I don't know. You just connect the first little thing with the other little thing, and voila! It works with this beautiful thing called the limiter. Now you select comp and change which input to use, and voila, you're done. Now, let's actually start placing down a pattern. You hear that? Yeah, that's the kick. It sounds so meaty. Ooh, that bounce! Yeah! Now, let's add some crashes and cymbals, and you know, everything to spice it up. Wow, this sounds so good. I might be the guy. Okay, time for the juicy part. The guitar. I'm using Odin 3 for this. Look at it. It sounds so nice. But of course, only one thing can make it sound better. An amp. What is this shit? Make it lower.
That's more like it.
Yeah, that's a certified hood classic.
Now you're probably wondering, where's the bass? Just kidding, no one's here for the bass. Anyways, here's the final result.
Now just apply this to the game. Let me cook something up.
Well, this is a surprise. You're still sane and alive, even when your body's constantly filled with corruption.
Well, someone has to stop you.
But you won't. You will die instead.
Now that we are this far, what's even left? We got all the levels, we got all the bosses, we got all the cutscenes, and we got all the music. Now what the game is missing is...
character interaction. Oh, would you look at that? I'm suddenly in some weird above ground establishment. Oh look, it's a cat. Who's the good little kitty? Shadow, talk to her.
Hey Shadow, it's good that you're here. I have some very important thing to share with you. So, there is this channel called XZ Games. You should go and subscribe, and everyone else should too.
Wow, Blaze, you're so smart. Such giant cat brain. You heard her. Go and subscribe to XZ Games.
Now that was a very productive conversation. Anyways, here are the people you can interact with. We got Tails, the Stinky Fox. We got Silver. We got, Blaze, obviously. We got Amy. She has a little blushing. Then, of course, we have Abro Chip, and my favorite, Rouge, the Bat. I wasn't saying. Now, of course, you can interact with everyone in the game. But there's something still missing. And I think I know what it is.
How many times is that thing going to do this? What the? Enough games.
This is supposed to be the part where I say that everything went fine with the launch day, but it hasn't. It was exactly like 1 AM in the morning. I was like doom scrolling, and then I realized, oh yeah, it's the launch day. So I went on to Dreams and went to release the game. But when I tried to, it always ended in a failure. In the end, most scenes ended up getting released, or rather, saved online. But then there were these 2 scenes that didn't get released because they were using a model that was no longer available on the Dreamiverse. Safe to say that I went to contact the creator of the models, but to no avail. He couldn't really upload them again. So I ended up spending the entire night until like midday next day recreating those 2 scenes with different models and also reanimating everything so I can meet the launch. And well, I mean, I did. It's out now, you can play it. But I just wanna say,
Someone better fix the whole release system or I'm gonna blow!
anyways, go play the game, subscribe, and have a fun day. Bye.